Either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. First carry for Nick Chubb. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 33 and a first. The safeties were well back there, and he had a lot of room. Were they in the cover too?
Yeah, they were, and the safeties were back. You know, usually they're 12 to 15 yards off the line of scrimmage, somewhere around the hash mark for each of them. But what also happens if the linebackers dive into the line, if you block them initially, that blocker can come off of them and get up to the safeties on the second level, and now you've got a big place to run the football.
Mayfield throwing complete there to Hooper. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Montez Sweat. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Brings up 3rd down.
3rd and long for Mayfield. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Mayfield to throw it. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
1st down and goal to
go. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Strong coverage by Washington, and now 4th down. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while, but when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
A 23-yard attempt.
And Vinatieri's kick is good. Well, they didn't get in the end zone, but pretty good balance there on the opening drive between the run and the pass.
Yeah, I think that was probably what they wanted to get accomplished right out of the gate. Throw the ball with success, run it, of course, to set the tone. So who saw the offensive coordinator's play sheet? Probably wrote himself a little note. Exactly what we wanted to do. Probed it early and got it done.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
On first down, Smith. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. From the gun, here's Smith. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Smith's
Call it a gain of 5, and they're going to face a third down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down. Here's Smith. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Landry now on the return. Jarvis Landry. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And this offense, they've got it set up on the silver platter. First and goal inside the 10. From the gun, Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Makes the score Browns 10, Washington nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't...
And he's into the clear. 30. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone as they've got it with a third down coming up. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on first and 10. And this will be incomplete. physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And that's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
Back to the air, Smith on second down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. On third down, they're going to go with the option. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. First catch for the Washington leader in receiving yards a year ago. Good for a first down.
First down, Washington.
A run here for J.D. McKissick. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
The pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Ricky Ortiz. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And Washington has made this a one-score game. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Browns 10, Washington 7.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mayfield. That one caught by the rookie Chase Claypool. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A run for Nick Chubb. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Mayfield now. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big play there for the Browns. 46 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Reuben Foster picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
They'll run with McKissick, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 22, Smith. That'll be caught at Steven Sims. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
First down, Washington.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. A carry now for McKissick. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
The 44-yard line.
Smith. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Flushed out right, and that is incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we could...
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Taywan Taylor, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Browns were able to strike quickly for 6. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half. He's got a man complete. The 20. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
To Steven Sims.
Steven Sims, 76 yards. And Washington able to come up with a quick strike touchdown. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Hey, keep it up. Pistol.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And he whips that one incomplete there. The intended receiver there, the rookie Chase Claypool. And it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play fake. Mayfield. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
In punt formation for the Browns.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 33-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
7-yard line.
And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Hunter Renfrow is the man he was looking for.
And it's 3rd down.
3rd down. And 6 yards to go.
A shotgun snap for Smith. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback. Out out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. They'll go again with McKissick. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun, Smith. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. They'll fake it. Now Smith. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Washington.
Here's McKissick. And he's got room. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
McKissick, the ball.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Washington.
Off of play action. Here's Smith. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Smith. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
1 yard.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
And there's a completion to Austin Hooper. What a big-time acquisition for this offense in Cleveland. Came from Atlanta as a 2-time Pro Bowler, had nearly 800 yards in receptions and 6 touchdowns last year, and he spends a lot of time with his quarterback in order for them to get on the same page on every snap.
Mayfield on play action. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
On the carry, it's Chubb. The tackle there by Fabian Moreau.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
He's got Hooper on the short connection. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
There's a good catch by Odell Beckham Jr. And in 2019, even though it was one of the least productive seasons of his career, he was still a 1,000-yard receiver for the 5th time. Also caught the longest reception of his career as well, an 89-yard touchdown against the Jets on a Monday night. Explosive is Odell Beckham Jr.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. They'll run with Chubb. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, and he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. And a big turning point here in the 2nd half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. But how about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
It's up and good to make it 21-17.
Makes this Washington 21, Browns 17.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game. Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring it up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
1st and 10.
Here's Mayfield. Steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Now the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run forward Janovich. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. A gutsy decision there at this stage in the second half in their own territory. And a decision that they might regret.
Can't wait for the postmortem. You know, this post-game press conference, because the questions are going to come fast and furious about this decision. No matter how the game turns out, right? What were you thinking there? Why? Did you have a certain play call? Were you confident in your defense? Oh, yeah. Why? It's going to keep coming up.
Yeah, no matter the scoreboard, just tough to justify. Seven yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
He was taken down by Grant Delpit. A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They go with Howard again. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards.
Hopkins' kick is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Catch made at the 25-yard line. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. Let's see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker.
A gain of 7. It's 4th.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. This is Howard on the toss right. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Down at the 41. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Again, it's Howard. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Third and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. It's a gain of a yard, and Washington going to have a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Right here. Mike, 55. Check 55, Mike. I got you.
Down to a knee, here goes Smith, and that should all but do it. So with that knee, 3 weeks in the books, and they creep above 500 now at 2-1.
You know, I played with a guy once after taking a knee at the end of the game, and he came in and grabbed the equipment manager and said, make sure you wash that spot, you know, special, because I just took a knee for a win. That tells you how much guys enjoy that, because getting a win, no one takes it for granted.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So it's Washington getting the victory here.
And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Washington,
it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.